rally, but because of the storm, Hans, no one's been able to make it to Bergen, unfortunately. Anyway, I've made it out of Norway, and now we're heading out. The island ahead of us is Sotra. To the right here we have Svale, the military base here in Bergen. And I've got a following wind and some sun in the sky. Let's hope it carries on like that. The breeze is just getting up on us now to make a little noise. We're under the flight path of someone coming into land. Let's get outside these rocks. I have no idea what's on the inside. Is there enough water or not? Just picked up a little bit again. I've been paddling for the last hour. There's been nothing going. Get past this headland. I'll put a paddle in if we can. Just a bit of breeze, just enough to move. There's a maze of islands here. I'll try and work out which way to go. In there's Yellowstone. Well, we've got to get south down there. The wind is coming from there. Not quite sure what the quickest way is. I've just been completely burned off by someone on a stand-up paddleboard. Disappeared around the corner there very, very quickly. So we're just sailing the channel here, picking our way through these islands. Little holiday cottages on them. So one of the nice things about canoe sailing is that tacking is really, really straightforward. You don't actually have to move anything other than my arm. I stay seating in the same place, facing forward so I can see. Armchair comfort. Oh, this is the most amazing looking place. It's just open around the corner here. It's fantastic. I do not understand why they have an enormous goat in the tree though. Beautiful old building there. It becomes a little bit clearer. The boat there is called which is billy goat's gruff, so I guess that's why they have a goat up in there, up by their flagpole. I'm going to try and thread my way past here. I just touched the bottom once a minute ago. Going a bit too close in. There is a bit of current here amongst these islands, and obviously it's going the opposite way to where I want to go. Just had to motor sail through that little gap, paddling and sailing. It's wonderful. Yeah. You can just grab a single-bladed paddle, and if I'm not going to make it, a couple of extra strokes on that, and I'm through. So here we are, still threading our way through these islands here. Escape to the south there. To get to go around the southern end of Scotland. Purple you can see on the islands is the heather. Made it out into slightly more open water now. The breeze is also a little bit steadier out here. So back into the islands that we've come out of. Nice little anchorage, or safe to stay in there. We're going to head out past that fish farm and further out. So here's a fish farm. Not something I'd particularly want to get mixed up with at night or something. Fishes in those pens. Beautiful sailing boat back there. I'm not sure what it is. Looks really nice. Mini J-class type thing. And a motor cruiser. I had a very boring few hours just there with no wind at all, paddling with the sails down. Wind's filled in now and free as well, which is lovely. Change of plans because of this calm patch. I'm not making it out to where I wanted, but there's another place I really want to explore just up here. So we'll get into a really sheltered bay, I hope. It'll be interesting to see where I can sleep, because it's not obvious that there's anywhere flat that I can sleep off the boat. Let's see. In the background there, the flash of white you can see up on the horizon is behind that island, white island with the trees on, is glacier fauna. That's where we came from. Getting close. Should be in there. A friendly canoeist over there has just told me a story about the little bay from the war. Apparently someone hid a motor torpedo boat in there because you can't see them from the outside. Anyway, we'll see. I hope it's good shelter. He also said if it's busy it's a bit of a nightmare because everyone tries to get their lines crossed. So I hope I'm the only person there, and I hope there's somewhere flat for me to sleep. Pretty good shelter, if you ask me. chosen a very sheltered place to sleep. Problem is there's no wind to blow the midges away. I'm going to eat my supper, which is cooking down here, and then go in there, I think, for most of the evening. Svale is tucked up over there, covered in case it rains. Well, good morning. Here we are. I've just sailed up from that little channel there into a proper breeze today. That's why there was no footage earlier. I was actually having to concentrate quite hard to make way to windward, and it's quite narrow down there. Anyway, now we're up going. Just working my way off this shore whilst I decide which way round the islands to go before heading back. This is the Svale Islands here up ahead of me. I'm just enjoying the sails for now. There's plenty of breeze and downwind all the way home, so for once I came the right way. Yesterday I started off with a full rig in the lee of the islands and fairly quickly put in a reef once I got out. Svale in her element, flat water and a bit of breeze. She's not so good in the waves. I really think she slams a bit going upwind. She's got flat bottom. I don't know if we'll be able to get that on this, but that's the geese heading south. They've decided it's game over. There's a fish farm, and the beautiful landscape on that island back there, nesting. Well, nesting, there's a family of them anyway. So we're running down to the channel here. The lagoon I stayed in last night was just behind that load of rocks there. So I did actually have company. There are other houses on the island, and there are real people working out here, not just for fun. These deep channels between the islands are used by commercial traffic. Well, Norway. I wouldn't want to get too close under that bow. How far I'm going to go in this direction. I like how it's see. Well, the plan had been to sail out around the lighthouse out there, and we've been roaring along up the fjord. Now the wind's dropped completely. I'm a little bit perturbed by this because I don't want to have to row all the way back. We were flying along, coming up here, and it's really just dropped away to nothing. So I hope it comes back. I hope it's just some little local thing here. I've taken the reef out. Still not much going. So So I think it's time to say that's as far out to sea as we're going to get and start to head for home. I guess the weather gods wanted us to turn around back here. There's a bit more breeze and moving. Just had some lunch. Well, the wind's really picked up properly here. It's that beautiful flag flying. So we're doing fine. Getting back in south of Svale. Reaching along towards the end of this Kostfjord, and then come even more off the wind down the islands off Yellowstone and past Flesland, the airport, and then sneak ourselves back into Norway and back to the beach by home. Tide turns about 3, so that's the low water stand. 2 hours. I don't think I'll make that. We'll see when we get there whether I try it. I don't want to try it on half tide. Probably too much current. Probably make a mess. Anyway. So I'm not actually alone. Other people sailing. We're sailing along slowly. So I think the weather's about to change here. I do hope that it doesn't bring any rain with it. It's really forecast. We've been surfing on some of the bigger waves. So that's the change coming. It's us enjoying the sunshine. Up ahead is the fish farm that I spent about 2 hours trying to get away from. It's nicer that way, isn't it? And just got to keep an eye on that across a shipping lane here. So one thing coming out. It'll be interesting to see who crosses ahead of who once I'm actually moving. Here we are back in the islands off Yellowstone.
Tack ska du ha! Hiya!
Well, blimey, that got exciting for a little minute. That brought with it quite a lot of wind. And I had the full rig up. And that makes for far too much power, but also it's not so easy. You can't just luff up. You've got to pick your moment quite carefully. I was thinking of reefing, and then thought, well, actually there's really quite a lot of wind. Do I want the rig up at all? So I've got just a mizzen. Oh. So everyone's busy. Like that. Turn off your sails and chill. So we're getting back in towards the entrance to Norway. Tricky beat up here. The wind is shifting all over the place. Right there. So beating up past the fuel terminal there. Go in there. So here we go into our little side arm fjord. Lose the wind there, so we may have to look anyway to cross the bridge. Well, here we are, back just before the bridge. Must admit I'm a bit puzzled. Low water apparently was hours ago, but the water is definitely still coming out of here. So see if I can paddle through or if I need to take a break. So we made it in. Had to get the double paddle out and give it a bit of fast paddling, but now we're in. And sailing past all these nice houses. On the banks of the when I saw on a Norwegian website, they described this as a fjord arm. Now the sun's come out again to greet us back into Norway. Wonderful. This is a lot of fun. Very light wind, very variable, but I will tickle my way back home. It's quite different sailing here. I was just thinking of the contrasts that I've had today from being out by the the lighthouse almost in the North Sea, and the squall where I was concentrated for a few minutes there, and now getting back here into this obviously completely flat, there's no fetch in here, and just these light breeze, and beautiful to have the sun back up for the last little bit in. I certainly think that Svale has really proved herself. She's done a fantastic job. She's seen a lot of different stuff today and over the last couple of days. Carried a lot of kit. I could easily have done a few more days in terms of food and stuff without eating it. Here we are, back on the interior of Norway. It's opened up again, the breeze has settled down, and then we'll go round the island here and then back into our bay. It's been absolutely glorious. And here we are, nearly home. Wind's been very, very fluky here. It's gone from far too strong to almost nothing and back again, and changing by 45 degrees direction as it does it. Very uncomfortable actually, but we managed fine. And then just in there is our little bay with the beach. As it's downwind, I thought I'd get the rig down in good time. Keep the mizzen up, and then we can come in gently. There's no need to go charging in or standing. Besides which, it's a rather nice evening. I do like the new flag. I'm very embarrassed I don't have the Bergen up yet. I'm not sure whether I should put it underneath that or on the main. Probably on the peak of the main, but I need a new eyelet putting in there. I'm a little bit nervous about making holes in my sails. Empty. Rudder up and drift into the beach. Here we are, back at the beach. I'm gonna go and get a car to get my stuff up. It was too heavy to carry it all. And then push the boat home. Well, it wouldn't be Bergen if it wasn't raining. Just in time. Looks like that lot is decided to be wet. The plus side is I get to try my sou'wester on. Brilliant.